Since the 1978 model year, the federal government's corporate average fuel economy standards, or CAFE standards, have mandated that automakers make incremental improvements to the fuel efficiency of their fleets. For the 1978 model year, the required fleet-wide average for passenger cars was 18 miles per gallon. Fast forward to 2008, and the required average was 27.5 miles per gallon. Under the Trump administration's safe vehicle rules promulgated in March, the projected average required fuel economy for model year 2026 is 40.4 miles per gallon. One of the strategies the automakers have been using to make vehicles more fuel efficient is called lightweighting. Just as the word implies, this strategy involves using advanced materials to make vehicles lighter, since it requires less energy to accelerate a lighter object than a heavier one. According to data from the U.S. Department of Energy, a 10% reduction in vehicle weight can result in a 6 to 8% improvement in fuel economy. Replacing cast iron and traditional steel components with lightweight materials such as high-strength steel, magnesium alloys, aluminum alloys, carbon fiber, and polymer composites can reduce the weight of a vehicle's body and chassis by up to 50%. And reducing the overall weight of the vehicle not only helps reduce fuel consumption, but it also enables automakers to include those infotainment systems and other high-tech safety and convenience features that we've become accustomed to. When we look at vehicle suspension systems, the OEM's increasing use of plastics and other lightweighting materials is creating a situation where, in many cases, the aftermarket replacement parts are stronger and more durable than the parts that come on the vehicle. Some of your customers might believe that, in general, OEM parts are superior to their aftermarket replacement parts. However, as the OEMs continue to cut weight and cost out of suspension parts, these parts might not deliver the type of service life your customers expect. As new vehicles age and rack up wear and tear from potholes, towing, overloading, and other stresses, they're more prone to suspension sag, which can induce significantly higher loads on ball joints, control arms, and hub bearings. The lightweight, low-cost suspension components that come with later model vehicles often have a tough time withstanding these conditions and can fail much sooner than the vehicle owner might expect. When you recommend a premium aftermarket suspension part, a control arm for example, from a leading manufacturer, your customer is going to get a product with significant improvement over the OEM part, including thicker frame forgings to reduce excessive flexing and twisting of the suspension system, increased ball stud spheres for better load handling, filled-in bushing voids for durability and ride performance, sintered metal bearings, and corrosion-resistant coatings. The bottom line is that in many cases, a premium aftermarket suspension part is going to be more durable and better suited to deliver the type of driving experience that your customers might expect from the OEM part that came off the assembly line. I'm Josh Cable. Thanks for watching.